And unable to tell if the rain outside just tears my eyes the grades of what today's seem to be casted in for what you ever been so mentally at war. And amongst yourself to leave it for the physical scars, and this is a trace where I'm such a blessing for God, while the book of life full of hurt, for the memories are still sealed, so shut for the even the subconscious know where you were at. I'm so wrong to question life, or the wrong to blame it like everyone else, and just to guess would it be easy with their way out. The more I dig in the past, the less to see the sunlight. For what I am truly afraid of, for the guess of their judgment of me, for the be under the mask and honesty, the person for the monster, and some nightmares you try the hardest to requite the narrative for the life. For this is how I live in the able to show you the real me, but I'm not healed yet. Or should I be for the forget themselves? They often do. Flexibility for the more, for the like that sorted over the pipe dream for the between you and me. The language of intimacy for the yearning to feel, for the soul to be seen, be loved, and to trust. This is hell to be known. To understand the share unspokenness belong to the flashback, so temporarily terminal for the who's late. This finally strengthening over yourself for the afraid enough of your choosing of, because you didn't have the confidence to believe it was real, for the one, the certainty for the self and complete. Time to let it go now, for the mind won't let you rest with the cherry blossom tree, for the falling of the blossom, for the never too long hits the ground for the watch it. Fighting grace to hit the ground, to shrivel it up, and to turn into black work. This because the beats today for the what's to give you, but not enough of the this to come and go. Choosing between the mind and struggling between the revenge of being kind or something valuable enough you still be capable of being bold, which holds me up with the trickling across this to find what's quiet now. Be quiet for the crowded, stretch the hue, quiet solitude for the dancing rivers of meandering brook. You finally look. The colors to be bleeding is so much more pure emotion for the heart, for through the pen, for the ink stains blue, for the face to be turned upon the purple, the smallest and weight, the truth to be told. Worships of the help for the longing for your touch, just even the pitch of the black worth to find the shadows of fear, the horror. The fear of the red screaming of the war cries, ready for the dragon, for the love that remains, and the generous pink roses, gift for the garden of light, for the blue skies in which we chance, but through the rainy days. Ripped from every edge, but it's behind the eyes and still of a masterpiece that you sweeping off the feet for the try to love you for the distance, but I always came back for more carved into the veins and force runs to the core for the flooding and emotions like I'm your muse and left before the baseline for never found the truth. Thought I was and thought together for the thought for that we would stand against the world, but against you grew distant for the heart was fond of cold and for the pretending it never existed and the truth to be told. Call me forgotten or me in the universe and wait not to take near the tree for the this to be dancing and thinking for afterwards for why I should stay. Meaningful butterfly, you are left behind for the pieces of the old self scattered in silence. But listen, you're not breaking it, you're becoming for the never the outgrown, for the skin that once held you, for the walls that once confined you, struggle and endure for the birth of your wings to step into the change and left the air to lift you. Let the light find you. You were not who you were. You were not yet who you will be, for the yet alive, the in between, for the yet a sacred, the distant renewal, for the rebirth of the chance to rise. Creativity for the bittersweet sensation for the taste so properly aimed for this to come into the exact hour. The day I wanted to give it to you anyway, the freedom is always what you want, for the enough of this to give you your effort for your sweetest of words and find you attractive for the making of things creative and the hearts run free. One more chance, please, the dear enough for this is enough for the chance of the echoes over the arms and we find solace in the hand that flower your kiss and blush this together we laugh and add in the color around us. Embrace the nurturing and spirits in this love that we define and nurture the inner child for the letting our hearts run free for that we didn't know where we wanted for the arbors to have the mirror world for the teeth for the maybe the deeds and distant done and ever and never let go for the age of the traveler with the spinning of the spirals in the maze. You wither for the blow for the bloom for the buzz of the gather bus roll for the rinse and the repeat convincing you retreat for the wherever you're cold the cold the state you are in the vegetable for the stain for the ever the pact of this for the pain for the wood and wish to the pain upon you but it happened to be. Clash of the glimpse and apologies for the conditioning of the armor for the crack for the bit, ever for the set, dimension for the bit lacking of the stitch. Don't be afraid for the scraps escaping over the edging, over the inner child and save you for the bride, and it's just a bit for this a bit to cry. And make it the world destroy the mass, and this other time has to find listen for everyone. There's reciprocity for the accountability, for the endowment of the grace and perspective of the journey. But lacking with the thought to dig and scratching and attention for the dictating your life, and this the weather, but not the walking within nice and let us well dance. Covering under seasons and change and the love remains and this is all. Start that shine up the sky, for the do a little for the soothing of the aching of the soul, for the watch me so me, yes I cry. Let me join above earth, the place to change down the darker, for the overdue, for the rebirth is fine to pay me no mind, for the requesting they have to decline. Barking up the wrong tree, the bark, to find it wasn't embarked, the right, the happy poem for the sun and the clear day. Soon my mind it began to roam, drift, and towards the dark for the hiding within the heart for the suddenly spark. Start that shine up the sky, for the do a little for the soothing of the aching of the soul, for the watch me so me, yes I cry. Let me join above earth, the place to change down the darker, for the overdue, for the rebirth is fine to pay me no mind, for the requesting they have to decline. Barking up the wrong tree, the bark, to find it wasn't embarked, the right, the happy poem for the sun and the clear day. Soon my mind it began to roam, drift, towards the dark for the hiding within the heart for the suddenly spark. The inspiration ignited within for the happy word to begin to pound for the cause. This change truth, nothing but for your smile. Fine. The oath, the man exists. When you see for the man, the truth is there. For the deep inside of me, for the hope of you know, for the soul of it, you can be the same. America is beautiful, not the peddling for the purpose and living within the prosperous. For the plenty folk that never know how they prime minds compromise this. Or premise at the beginning for the crawl, the piles to survive. Vile the pirates, the breeding over the walls, the shadow halls, the plausible for the deniability, for the doubt. Reflections of the what it brings to the insects crawling into beneath that space gone unclean. Too long, watch them feed faster for the ramping over your run. Spines growing slanted, growing closer to the ground, plucked for the backs just turned around too long for the dirt closer to the hill. Or hill for the fine to pull the degrees in the ground for the past degree, for the pull to find the root problems in the deeper the blue, for the sense and deep the seeds, cancer for the core, for the what's and now it rotting. Don't care how much it hurts to the inside for the consummate self-work, for the spreading of the spinning, for the spent the dollars of the chasing the dopamine, for the disguise and underwear, for the warfare, for the day, for the acid in the eye, for the tread of the flow, for the this to be the above the ground, for the void, the long ground. And the knowledge is bright as a crayon box. This isn't even knowledgeable over the things in the world, for the knowledge of who, what, where, the question is with outside of the universe of the greater, for the force of the humans and walk through the dirt to the ground, for the knowledge of just that, for the drinking about the this and that, for the iron the wisdom, for the one of the yearning to know more. Is that the ability for the able to know more? The knowledge to know, the ledge, the compound where the wellspring, the purpose, and ever the proposed, ever the destiny, ever the decided, consciousness, ever into ever the feelings are high, the yield away for this, the high, the regards, the forward, the granted for the vision of the shadow, meticulously, manipulators, the mantra, so audacity, audacious claim to fame, the hate, the win, the fake, this to find the be the Alice, the word, the fall, the founder, unless the clock, the backwards, and ever the words to twist into the riddles and the everyone tells you you're supposed to be, but you can ask why. They notice a stranger for another, ignore it for the holding the question, never the when you have the answers, never that you can find it. What was lost and not to break the round, the wonder for the doubt, or the wonder harder than ever. The not the man for the ever, no, the wrong for the just to be the Alice in the wonderland for the learner, or the how to speak your language, just to be the shadow reflection, the whispers and voices screaming on my dome. Feeling the stranger for the shadow in the home. Thread tracing maps, the torn, the skin, the plane, the pain to find the key, the lock to this lock. Looked in for the numbness and hugged me tighter than the love. The embrace, the eyes, the mirror, the can't find my face. This is hard to take flight. Minds broken, wing. Lullabies and they sing, kiss, dance, stream, chasing clouds and hazes, tossing dream for the veins and pulsing stories of the silent cry for the breath and the breathing over the heavy, the time they find scared to die for the driving harder for the weight in the air for the token truth. Echo, but I'm failing the test of this empty. Symphony for the recrest, this melody of the memory. Could forget for this the tongue sliced the words and spoken harsh the mosaic to shatter over the broken escape through the pain, the paradox so cruel playing through the fire, destructive fool, the numbness in it, I suppose. Lovers embrace to find the plight, the flight that was mine's broken wing. Lullabies they sing. How Now, the folded memory of the brains, remember the infliction, the pain, the physical or the psychological, the emotion, the future over the start to the beginning. For now, dream you will come. Forever hold hands, not chase the dreams. Know where they're going, hook up with them later, like the bitch Hatchberg. This journey to the city over the Disney, over the two waves that represent the biggest in the seaport for the region. Or to keep my secrets and say that I'm afraid the time of this is running out. Wonderland.